It's an exciting time for the young people that we're going to be talking about here in a few minutes. But before we get to that, I want to do a couple of things. First of all, just so I don't forget to do this, because it's important, and for you scholarship recipients, I'm going to give you a little lesson here. Scott Rosenberg, thank you for another outstanding year of putting this program together. I get to come up here at a luncheon and have the fun and excitement of handing out scholarship awards, but Scott and his folks, they do all the logistical work to put all this together, and it takes them a lot of time to do it. So Scott, thanks for another job well done. I'm not going to repeat things that you can read in the small program at your place settings. There's a little brief biographical description of Carl Stotz, and there's also a brief explanation of why this scholarship program was started. What I can tell you is that in 1938, when the idea for Little League Baseball came to Mr. Stotz, and then he worked very hard to bring it to fruition the following year in June of 1939, when the first Little League Baseball game was played. What I'm proudest of about the Little League program is that the mission of our program has really not changed since that day in June of 1939. And that is simply to give boys and girls an opportunity to benefit from participating in a sort of healthy, fun, recreational activity. And that's really our purpose today. Some people get a little caught up in the excitement and the glitz of the Little League World Series every year and crowding a World Series champion and think that that's really what our program is about, and it is not. What our program is about is providing an activity that millions of kids can benefit from in about 85 countries around the world. And we wouldn't be here today doing that if it wasn't for the vision, the energy, and the commitment of Carl Stotz. And so we owe him a great debt of gratitude for getting this program started. I guess we're blessed that he was from Williamsport, and we remain headquartered in Williamsport today. And I think we're going to be here for a long, long time. So we're really here today to do two things. One is we're to honor some young people, some outstanding young people that you'll meet in a few minutes, and provide them with some assistance to pursue their higher education goals. And that's really what Mr. Stotz wanted to do. When he founded this program, he knew that it was very unlikely, and it still is today, that many of the kids that play Little League Baseball will ever go on to make a living playing baseball. But they can go on to become productive, contributing members of their communities. And really, so that's the purpose. And so that's why it's really appropriate that this scholarship program carries his name, because that's exactly what the 10 young people that we're going to honor today are going to be asked to do as they graduate from high school and move on with their higher education and then make their marks in the world. We think they're going to be very terrific marks that they'll make. Also, so I don't forget, we're really always honored to have them with us. We have Mr. Stotz's daughter, Karen, and her husband, Jim, with us today. So thank you for being here.